We just keep getting killed by antipods. 2,348, we drop outside of the top 20k again. Tough season. There were a couple of good things to take out of the round, so thank goodness it wasn't a whole lot worse. So the Bontempelli trade-in was not meant to be, because Cleary didn't get named. What I ended up doing instead was Nick Martin to Soligo, which I'm fine with. It was either him or Cooper Stevens. I know Soligo was 45k more, but similar break-evens, same buy. I think it just came down to job security, and I was more comfortable with Soligo's. And then we went Bruce up to Wits. So I gave in and traded in Wits at 616k. 228k more than everyone else who started with him and is probably ranked in the top 1000. But this week we got killed in defense, not having either Sicily or Stewart, and on top of that copying a 37 from Dane Zorko, who's a massive pod in the side. What a disaster. Thank goodness for the Carlton boys tunning and somewhat carrying the defense. Crisp wasn't too bad either, and De Koning, he's made so much more cash than expected. Really good from him. The midfield will just get it out of the way. Christian Petrarca, another one that killed me this week. Apparently he was ill, so I guess that explains it, but a 53, career low in disposals, absolute stinker. The rest of our midfield premiums tonned. We had the VC on Neil, so that was a good thing to come out of a tough week. Another good thing was this man here, Darcy Parish. I was a little underwhelmed after his first 3 rounds, but since then, 8 straight tons, hasn't gone under 109, averaging 118 now. He's been a bright spot in what has been a tough season. And the rookies, Macomb, Clark, Soligo, just ticking along. Hopefully Macomb keeps his spot. We need him for just one more week before he can be downgraded. And Carroll, unfortunately, was the sub. He did come on early, but still just a 15, and his cash gen is pretty much dead now. A 119 and a 141 from the Rucks. Very happy with that. And Hayes, I don't think he'll make much more cash, but hopefully he plays rounds 13 and 14. That's the most important part. It's a bit crazy thinking about our starting team to now. We've gone from set and forget Gordon Grundy to Wits and Darcy. It's been that sort of season. And the forward line, Dunkley is Dunkley, absolute beast. Butters, 3 straight tons now from him, that's what we want to see. Heaney, along with Zorko and Petrarca. Another one that absolutely killed me. No CBAs against Richmond. And thankfully his score wasn't a whole lot worse. He made a few clutch plays in the 4th quarter to salvage something. Cogs, fast start but unfortunately faded. Tagoe, finally. This is what we brought him in for 6 weeks ago. About time he tonned. Durden would have liked a little more out of him, but he served us well and made a lot more cash than I expected. And on the bench, McDonald came back, which is great, and Rioli, not as good, but at least that 7 is out of his system now. In terms of numbers, I think our team is in a good position heading into the buys. Quality and scoring is another story, but we should have 18 heading into each buy round. This will be the round 12 setup. At the moment we have 2 missing in defense because O'Driscoll's injured, a full midfield assuming Macomb keeps his spot, Rucks are fine, and the forward line 2 missing, but Durden will be traded, so that's just 1. So even if Macomb gets dropped, we'll have 18. We have 80k in the bank from the previous round's trades. The plan for this week was to bring in Tom Mitchell, so I was thinking something like Carroll, Durden. There aren't really any rookies this week, so I might just bring in Sam Butler at a slightly elevated price. I don't know yet, but that's the thinking at the moment. And obviously we don't have nearly enough for Tom Mitchell. We could go Jed Anderson, but that would be an unbelievably risky punt to take. And this forward line is definitely in need of a Bont, Baz, or English. So I don't think I do the Anderson trade. What I might do instead is O'Driscoll out as well, and just bring in Ware, even though he has the bye. It does bank on him keeping his spot, so that's a risk there, but we'll do that for now. And we have enough for someone better than Mitchell. I could settle for him at 480k. I could go Brayshaw. Broke us down to 489k. I remember when he was up to 630. But I'm liking Ben Keys. They've got West Coast this week, North not too far away, and then in the final rounds, I think they have North and West Coast again. Keys has only dropped under the ton once all season, and that was, I think, a 96. So he's shown consistency there, only owned by 6%. And our ranking is doo-doo anyway, so why not trade in a pod, and a pretty solid one at that. The plan was Mitchell because of the value, but I like Keys, so this one's going to be hard to pass up. We'll go with this for now. Carroll, Durden, or Driscoll out for Butler, Keys, and Ware, leaving me with 24k in the bank. So this will be how the team looks heading into round 12. Captains, I'm liking Keys VC, Took C, or we could VC Took and Captain Neil against his old side. Witts and Darcy are also options, but I might stick with Took VC, Neil C. In terms of our full team, we have a completed midfield. Rucks are done, obviously. So we need a defender and a forward. Like I said before, I'd like a Bont, Baz, or English to complete the forward line. And defense, I think I'll upgrade next week to Koning up to a premium. Obviously the best choice would be someone who's already had the bye, so a round 12 bye player, and I'm thinking Sinclair. How these trades all happen, we'll figure it out, but this is just a rough draft at the moment. In terms of our bye situation right now, these trades actually leave me perfect for each bye round. We have an even 10 missing in each bye round, although it doesn't take into account players potentially getting dropped or anything like that, so we still need good luck on that end. But the fact that we're good for each bye round and we can improve how our round 13 and 14 byes look, that's a really good sign. But hopefully we can make a push during the byes. We really need it, and this is the time to do it. We're so far behind, but hopefully our players can pull off a miracle. We got quite a few pods in the team, so they really need to step up. No more disgusting 37s. But anyways, that will do it. Hopefully you all had a much better round 11 than I did. Good luck to you all in the first round of the buys, and see you in the next video.